Hi guys, in this video we're going to be taking a look at a Loudwire article titled First Metallica 72 Seasons Review calls it an intense album that goes in hard. A link to the article will be in the description down below. Now, a while ago, last year November, I did make a video about my thoughts on Metallica's single Lux Eterna. And I know Metallica have put out two other singles. Yeah, they put out two other singles since then. One which was Darkness Had a Sun and Screaming Suicide. I hope I got that right. Put out another single, the title track for their new album 72 Seasons, which we're 2 weeks away from being released. Now, of course, some people chimed in on the new album, had a chance to listen to it early. Now, before I get into my expectations for the album, let me just quickly give my thoughts on the singles that they've released so far. I think the recent two that they released before this single, 72 Seasons, they're not bad, but it didn't do much for me musically. I think 72 Seasons, the single, things for me pick up, and I can definitely see myself listening to it again and again. But I think my favorite single from this album that's been released is definitely Lux Eterna. That did a lot for me because it wasn't just musically one style. It was like trying to do two things at once: be thrashy, catchy, but also throwing in a bit of melody here as well. And it's very clear from these singles that Metallica are still gonna get experimental. But now that brings me to my predictions for this upcoming album, 72 Seasons. I think we're gonna get something along the lines of somewhere between Magnetic and Hardwired. Now, quickly, the opening track to Hardwired is incredibly good, incredibly powerful. But if you were to ask me what was the better album between Hardwired and Magnetic, I would have to go with Magnetic. I don't think, as a whole, Hardwired to Self-Destruct was strong enough to hold a candle towards Magnetic, but that's just my opinion. But you're free to comment in the comments down below what you thought was the album between Magnetic and Hardwired, and also what you think about this upcoming album about Metallica. But I do have high hopes for 72 Seasons, and I do love the album cover, by the way. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.